welcome to Vlogmas Day 6. It is probably about 3 p.m. now, and this is the first time I'm jumping on here to vlog. I've had a really eventful day. I went to my 1-month checkup for after having a baby. Salem's in my lap. He's being a little fussy right now. Hold on, I'm gonna put you guys down. Come here, little man. Oh, the stretches. Oh, hi. Hi, baby. You want to be repositioned? You want snuggles? You want snuggles? Hi, Angel. Hi. Hi, babies. So I think he's a little bit happier in this position over here. I also made an appointment with a lactation consultant today, so I went to that since I'm breastfeeding to get a little bit more help and advice, and we did that, and then now we're pretty much home. So just fed little man, and he's trying to get comfortable. He's not very comfortable right now. I am going to actually lay him down in his swing. Also, I'm so sorry I didn't vlog anything yesterday. It was kind of a boring day. We didn't really do too much, so I didn't really see the point in vlogging. So yeah, just got home and I wanted to share just a little bit of stuff with you. I got some stuff from Amazon in the mail. So I've been having a little bit of trouble nursing, and I don't know if it's like TMI or anything, but my baby, I just found out Salem has tongue ties, so I think that's why we've been having such a hard time when it comes to nursing, and I've been in a lot of pain. So I got these things on Amazon. They are sterling silver or silver nursing cups. Let me know if anybody has ever heard of these or tried these before. They had really good reviews, so I'm really hoping that they're gonna be like the magic lifesaver for me. So I'm gonna try those out. Some people say that they work in like 24 hours and they see such a difference, so I'm really hoping that's gonna be my case as well. And there are these. And I will keep you guys posted on how those work. If anybody is interested, if there's any moms that are having trouble nursing as well and would like a full review, let me know, because I can definitely put something together in a couple of weeks once I have a good idea of how they work. And it was a little bit more of an investment in comparison to like the other nipple pads that there are on the market. But the ones that they have that I've tried, they're like the Medela, they're like a gel thing, and they're only good for 48 hours. Then you have to toss them. So that can get kind of pricey as well in the long run. The silver cups, it's kind of like a one-time thing. So you buy them and then they're silver. It's not like they're plastic and you have to throw them away. And then I also got some binkies for Salem because he kind of likes binkies, and we only have one for him right now. And I really wanted to try the Bibs brand. I just sterilized them in the sterilizer. So I just sterilized them in the sterilizer. They're in here. And I just really liked them because they don't look like an ugly pacifier like in their mouth, like if they're wearing something cute. I don't know how we will like them. I'm hoping that Salem will really like them, so we'll see. They're just like a little bit more simple. I don't know. I got 2 of them, so we'll see how he likes them. I don't want to bug him right now. I don't think he really, I don't know, maybe he'll be interested in it because he is a little fussy. Let's see. He's kind of sleeping right now. You want Binky? No. He's like, what are you doing to me, Mom? Those lips. No. Okay. Okay, I'll leave you alone. We don't have to do them right now. That's fine. So We'll try those again later and see if he likes them. I know that there's a lot of moms that get these for their babies, and I don't know. I mean, I've always seen a lot of babies like take well to them, so we'll see if Salem likes them. I thought it would be fun maybe today. I know that on my Instagram, there was some people that were interested in what I thought was important to have with you in your hospital bag. So I'm kind of thinking I might sit down and share what I brought in my hospital bag, just sharing that with you guys, and then I'll let you know what I used, what I didn't use, what I wish I had, what, you know, all of that good stuff is for anybody that's going to have a baby and doesn't know what to bring. If you're like me, I kind of packed a little bit of everything. I tried to be practical, but I packed a bunch of stuff. So I'll let you know what I packed, if I can remember what I packed at least, and I'll tell you like what ended up being used versus what didn't. I had a few people that were interested in seeing what was in my hospital bag and requested it through Instagram. So basically I'm just kind of going to go over everything that I brought and what I don't really think it ended up being necessary, and what I ended up using. Maybe if there's anything I wish I had, I'll share that. I don't have my bag with me. It's been a month since we were in the hospital, so it's already unpacked, but I do have a list from my planner, and this was pretty much a list of just everything that I went over, what I wanted to bring in my hospital bag. So I had a list of things I wanted in my hospital bag, Salem's hospital bag, and then Brandon's hospital bag. So my hospital bag was definitely the longest list. So what I ended up doing, because I didn't really, towards the end of my pregnancy, want to have to pack a bunch of stuff once I was in labor, just because of simple reasons, like who wants to like fill shampoo bottles and have to bring all of the stuff that they use on a daily basis and pack it. So I just went to Target, and they have a section, I'm pretty sure they have it in a lot of stores, where they're like the little travel sizes. So that's what I did. I put everything just in a bag. I'll go over it quickly with you guys because I still have this packed. I had shampoo and conditioner I just brought, and I didn't end up using this. Depending on how long you're in the hospital, this might end up actually being handy. I was only there for 2 nights. Obviously some body wash, and I do suggest bringing lotion of some kind, because there's nothing worse than being dry and itchy, and after having a baby, like, it's just a really great thing to have. So I brought lotion and I used that. I brought a face halo with me as well. If someone doesn't know what this is, it's basically just removes your makeup really easily, so you can just run it under some warm water and it wipes all of your makeup off a little bit better than a makeup wipe. I brought those too because I didn't know if I was going to go into labor with like a full face of makeup on, and maybe needed to get something that'll take waterproof makeup off a little easier. I didn't end up using these. I went into the hospital with no makeup and ended up not wearing any makeup the whole time, but I had everything just in case I wanted to. I got like those little kits that just have it together. So I had one for me, and I don't know where the other one is. Brandon had one too, but toothpaste and just a little toothbrush. So then I didn't have to pack my toothbrush when I went into labor. I obviously used this. And I recommend just purchasing a travel size toothbrush that you don't have to worry about packing yours from home. And then what else is in here? I just brought more body lotion just to have extra. I don't wear contacts, but Brandon wears contacts, so we brought contact solution. And then the rest of the stuff in here is just random. So I brought some hair ties. I brought some toner. I brought some face oil, like a mini. Some face wash is in here. Some eye cream. But these are just samples that I've had like saved over the year, and I just packed them just so then I have some options for face lotion if I wanted them. Yeah, out of all of the toiletries, I really didn't end up using much of them. I would recommend, if you are wanting to stay on the simple side, you totally don't have to bring shampoo and conditioner if you don't mind going a few days without washing your hair. You could just bring some dry shampoo if you're wanting to feel a little bit better. But I really just used my toothbrush and toothpaste, the body wash, and the lotion. Next thing for beauty products I brought was to make it a lot easier. If I'm in labor, I'm not really going to want to pack a makeup bag. What I did was I just had a makeup bag ready to go. When I was in labor, the bag's already packed and I can just grab it and go. And I did bring like a little bit of like BB cream, a face powder, eyelash curler, mascara, eyebrow stuff, and some bronzer. And I did not end up touching it at all. Another thing I suggest to bring, whether it's in your makeup bag or your toiletry bag or your purse or just wherever is easiest, bring chapstick. My hospital didn't let me have anything but ice chips, so they allow you to have like gum, mints, lollipops, or sour like hard candy. So I brought like some organic lollipops, I brought some gum, I brought some mints. I didn't end up using the lollipops. It was just kind of too much, like while you're in labor, like to go and grab a lollipop. I didn't do that, but I did chew on gum when I wanted it, because like your mouth does get dry. I brought a phone charger. I brought the we have an iPad. I brought that for movies and stuff, if we wanted to do that, just in case we were waiting for a while. I brought my Yeti, which is basically just a water bottle. I brought blankets and pillows, brought a towel. I brought some diapers for myself, just because I heard a lot of people didn't like the hospital things because you have like these big pads and all of that after you recover. So I brought women's diapers because I wanted as many options as possible, and pads. I brought my own pads as well, just in case. And then I also brought nipple pads, nipple balm, because I did plan on breastfeeding. And then as far as like for the baby, I did plan on breastfeeding, and I am breastfeeding, and that's kind of, I didn't really know like what I was gonna need for breastfeeding. So what I ended up doing was I brought a breast pump. It's the Haka breast pump. I didn't end up using this. My milk supply wasn't enough yet. I just wanted to have something just in case it was. I know some people's milk comes in really fast. So I just brought this just in case, so it could catch the milk if I ended up having an oversupply. And then just in case anything happened to where my son was going to need formula, I didn't want him to use any other kind of nipple, because I did some research. The Komotomo bottles, I guess, were the most similar to, if you're wanting to breastfeed, to go with a bottle like this, just because of the way that it's designed, I guess. You don't need to bring pajamas if you're wanting to keep it simple. They do give you like the hospital gowns that you can wear. The ones that we had in the recovery area, I didn't like. They didn't easily like come down for feedings, so I brought my own nightgown. So this one was just from Target. This was one of the nightgowns that I just that I ended up using. It's just a long collared nightgown, and it buttons up in the front. So it was really easy to unbutton and, you know, feed the baby. The hospital does give you socks. They're not as comfortable, but I did bring some socks with me, and they were more so like slippers, like slipper socks, I guess. I didn't want to bring my actual slippers. I didn't like the idea of walking around on the hospital floor and bringing my slippers home and wearing them at home. So I just brought slipper socks, so then I could either toss them or wash them if I wanted to keep them. And let's see. I also brought nursing bras and nursing tank tops, because when I was ready to leave the hospital, I wanted to have just something easy to wear. So I had a going home outfit as well. And I just wore some leggings and a nursing tank top and a cardigan. So I kept it pretty simple, and then just some slip-on sneakers. And then I also brought my prenatal vitamins. So if you're planning on breastfeeding, if you didn't know, you need to take vitamins. Whatever you're taking during your pregnancy is normally what you would take during breastfeeding. So if you're breastfeeding, prenatal vitamins are very important. Normally you just take whatever you were taking during your pregnancy, continue taking that. And so I brought vitamins with me, and I definitely made sure that I took those as I normally do. So that's pretty much it for what I brought in my own hospital bag. So the only things I used out of my hospital bag were, so in the toiletry bag I used lotion, body wash, toothbrush, toothpaste, and like face wash. That's pretty much all the stuff I used. From there, I didn't use any makeup other than chapstick. And then I used hair ties. I brought some hair ties and I used those like when I showered and stuff, and just to get my hair out of my face through the day. I used a phone charger. I did use a towel. You don't need to bring a towel. The towels that they have in the hospital, however, are really uncomfortable. So you might want to think about bringing a towel with you if you plan on showering while you're there, which I'm sure you're going to want to at least take one shower. And I also brought my robe. I did use my robe because sometimes the rooms can get a little bit cold, and it just makes you feel a little bit more comfortable. I didn't bring a pillow for myself, however, I did bring a pillow for Brandon because I didn't know where he would be sleeping. The pillows at the hospital are like covered in plastic, so they're not super comfortable, and they put a pillowcase over them, obviously, but I figured that's something I could live without. I didn't really want to lug a bunch of stuff, so I just used the pillows there, and then I brought a pillow for Brandon just because I didn't know if he was going to have somewhere to sleep other than like in a chair. And then I also brought a blanket for myself and a blanket for Brandon, and we did use those. Just having that little thing from home, that really does make you feel more comfortable. So you really don't need to bring lots of little things. I know that there's people that do bring more stuff. Really just bring what's comfortable for you. But honestly, you're having a baby. You're not probably going to want to dig in a bag or a suitcase to find these things. The hospital really does give you pretty much what you need. So if you don't know what to pack and you're not really sure, it's not a big deal because chances are the hospital will have things for you if you forgot something. And then for Salem, the first and foremost important thing that everyone needs to bring, you need to bring a car seat, otherwise you can't leave the hospital. So that's one thing that we made sure was installed and ready to go in the car way ahead of, our scheduled induction. So we had our car seat ready to go in the car and installed. We went to the highway patrol to get that installed. You don't have to do that if you aren't really sure how to install a car seat or just want to be on the safe side. I suggest at least going and getting it installed once, because then you kind of have an idea of how everything works and what to do and how to uninstall and how to install and make sure everything's safe. So we did that. And then next thing for Salem, I brought his hospital folder. I've talked about it in a couple of videos. It's pretty much like a baby portfolio that I can organize all of his paperwork in. So that's what I brought for him. I also brought a letter board. You definitely don't need to bring a letter board. We had one. It was a super cute idea, and we didn't end up even taking pictures and using it really. When we were in the hospital, it's just really busy. A lot of people are coming in and out of your room and asking you questions, and doctors, nurses are checking you, and there's all this paperwork and all of this stuff going on, and I would say someone was in our room like every 30 minutes. So it's way too much to do, and you're trying to figure out how to be a parent, how to breastfeed, how to take care of your baby, getting to know your baby, healing, taking care of yourself. There's a lot going on. So you don't need to bring a letter board if you're a little more organized than I was, or maybe have your significant other help you if you really want to get pictures with a letter board or something. Maybe have them have that be their designated job, because there was just, I wasn't going to do it. There was way too much going on and not enough time in the day. And then, so going back to the bottle, I did bring his Komotomo bottle, which is this right here. I do recommend these ones. I do like them. I don't think they're necessarily necessary. You can use any bottle, but I liked this one. I like that the silicone in it, it just makes it very easy to clean. It's a wide mouth, so it's easy to clean out. I like it for breastfeeding because it is similar to, you know, if you are wanting to breastfeed your baby, they aren't going to necessarily not want to latch on to you anymore because they've had a bottle. I also brought clothes for him. I brought a few different outfits because we didn't know what size he was going to be when he came out. So we brought a bunch of like newborn options, and then some 0 to 3. He was born at 37 weeks and we knew he was going to be induced, so we knew he'd probably be on the smaller side. So it was mainly newborn stuff we brought, and then just a 0 to 3 just in case to have with socks and hat and everything for him. We also brought a blanket for him. We brought a blanket and a swaddle. And that blanket we definitely got a lot of use out of because the hospital rooms are cold and they only give you like the hospital swaddles, which are a little bit more rough. So we brought a blanket. He used that the whole time and it kept him really comfortable. And then we brought a nail clipper and a nail file just in case he had any snagged nails. You definitely don't need to bring that. We didn't end up using it, but if you're wanting to have something just in case they have really sharp nails and they're trying to scratch themselves, you can have it with you. They don't really take up much space. But yeah, for Salem, really all that we needed was the car seat, a blanket, some clothes, and that pretty much would have been fine. But yeah. And then for Brandon, we kept his bag pretty simple. He just had some comfy clothes like sweats and a t-shirt and a hoodie. And then we brought a blanket and a pillow for him. We brought a couple of snacks. We didn't bring as many snacks as we honestly should have. I do recommend stocking up on a lot of snacks that you can bring, stuff that doesn't go bad, so you can just keep it in a bag ready to go when you're ready to go to the hospital. So yeah, other than that, that's pretty much everything that I brought to the hospital. And if you want me to go like more into depth with anything, just leave a comment below. Let me know what you're interested in seeing. I'm happy to go into more detail with it. And thank you guys so much for watching. Please make sure to give this video a thumbs up as always if you liked it. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel as well. Just let me know what you guys would like to see, and thank you guys so much for watching as always. And happy holidays, and we'll see you tomorrow on day 7.